The next metric I'm really going to be focusing on is your lactate threshold. If you've done any research in running at all, you've heard of this, right? So your lactate threshold, but basically, basic way to put that is your body do a hard, when you do anything hard that costs you a lot of energy, a hard workout, a hard run, whatever, your body is going to produce lactate. Um, Easiest analogy to put that is basically you're filling up a sink with water, right? And eventually you have a point when that's just going to start overflowing, what I call your red line. So the harder you push, the harder you run, the more your lactate builds up. Eventually, the more you push, the harder you run, the more you're going to build up that lactate. Eventually you're going to redline, right? You're going to overflow. And when that happens, basically your body's going to run a whole lot less efficient. You're going to slow down and you're way more prone to injury at that point. And just, it's not good to push past that point. Your body's not as efficient. You're not operating at your maximum potential, so to speak. What you want to do is increase that lactate threshold, kind of like the VO2 max. The more lactate that you can efficiently work with, the better off you're going to be. What I forgot to mention is that sink will drain, right? Your body has a way to drain the lactate, which is where, multiple things come into play to be able to drain that. Right now, I've done enough research to give you all the honest methods, but as I go along on this journey, I will learn a lot more about it and I'll teach you everything I know to teach you. Again, I'm no expert, so don't quote me on anything I say here. This is all based on the research I've done so far. But I do know that lactate is highly important, especially when running. And you need to create things in your routine, in your system, in your workouts, in your training that's going to push that lactate threshold higher and efficiently let your body drain that lactate a lot better. It's just going to make for an overall more efficient and better operating running machine, so to speak. So that's another metric.